Cory, let's go slay some monsters.
The Shattered Isles. A sky full of adventure and glory for the bold few who rise to the challenge. Some say the Behemoths rule these islands. But we're going to prove them wrong. We are slayers, and slayers live for the hunt.
Cory, you and I jumped in early access over the weekend on Dauntless on the Xbox One. It's also coming to PS4. It's been out on PC for a while.
Yes.
What do you think of this monster slaying game?
Well, this is my first experience with a monster slaying game. We kind of been talking about Monster Hunter World because it's out on Game Pass right now. So I was hoping to jump into that. I haven't done that yet. But what I asked you guys is if these games have any similarities. And this game, for me, right off the hop, it looks a lot like Fortnite.
It does have that art style of Fortnite.
Like I don't want to be that guy.
No, but it honestly, it looks just like Fortnite.
Yeah, same third-person perspective.
Art
style is very similar. It's not, it's not exactly the same, but it is very, very similar.
Yeah.
But in this one, we've got melee weapons opposed to running around with guns, and it's not a battle royale. We are killing monsters, and it is awesome.
It is. I love the design of the characters and the ability to then upgrade all my characters, whether it be with the alchemy system or my gear or my outfit, my costumes.
There's so many things you can customize because it's a classless RPG style game where you build up your character the way you want to build them, or depending on what monsters you may be facing, which I thought was really cool because it's going to keep things really fresh because hey, there's so many things to craft in this game that I've run into already so far, and I'm not even scratched the surface, I don't think, in this yet.
No,
I played enough to know what's going on, but there's so many things. Every time I'm upgrading a level, there's 2 or 3 more outfits I can craft. I just have to find the stuff, which I thought is kind of cool because every time you want to jump in and start a hunt in this game, we're on this Shattered Isle, they call it, and so it's basically like all these little islands all over the place.
I love that.
And then the cinematic when your boat flies in, the airship flies in, you jump down, and now you're on the island. So you get about 30 minutes on these islands to defeat the monster you're there to defeat. But there's a lot of resources to gather for your crafting when you're back at Ramsgate, which is kind of the main hub for the game.
Yeah.
And what I found is that the first couple times I was kind of running just kill the monster, backing out.
Oh, I was gathering all my resources
I didn't realize how flush the areas are with resources until you start actually walking around and seeing how much stuff there is to actually collect before you fight these monsters.
So these little plants and stuff scattered throughout the world that you're on when you go to hunt down the monster, right? So if you can get those before you fight the monster, because the minute you're done fighting the monster, you're out.
Yeah, you're going back.
Yeah, right? But you are timed too to fight that monster. And your airship is up there, but it's just waiting for you. So you're on a time period of, okay, you gotta gather as many resources as you can and then kill a monster and then bail out.
And these battles with these monsters aren't some quick little interaction.
No.
Especially playing solo, because this game has the capability of playing up to 4-player co-op, which is going to be a blast once this really starts to populate upon release. But the big thing for me is that these battles weren't easy.
No, they weren't.
It was a lot of hack and slash, but you really had to time your dodges, your movements. You had to learn the progression of that monster, because as you kind of beat it down in battle, it starts doing different things. It's not just doing the same attacks over and over again.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of, a little bit of strategy involved, I guess I want to say, when it comes to defeating these things.
Cutting that tail off every time.
Oh, how cool was that, right?
That was cool. I would like to see be able to chop a leg off or something, but
and again, this is one of those live service games where they've got a battle pass style.
Yeah, they call it the Hunt Pass,
Hunt Pass,
right?
Yes.
And it gives you different sigils for your flag, different animations, different flair.
In-game currency.
In-game currency. But it only goes to level 50, if you notice that. Not level 100.
No.
So you only go to level 50. So it's a shorter season, which is cool. I don't mind that whatsoever. And then it gives me dyes, because I love to change out the dye on my outfit for my female character, right? It's so cool.
Yeah.
I love the ability to go in and design everything the way I want to, change out just simple things, and then kind of make it feel like it's my own characters. That way, well, when you first start, everybody's running around with the same outfit.
For the most part,
right?
yeah.
But the minute I started battling up against other monsters and changing out my die and then changing out my weapons, and I'm like, that feels better.
How cool do some of these outfits look, though? I mean,
very cool.
like you said, you start fighting monsters and you get away from your default skin or your default outfit.
But even the default skin I thought was cool too.
Yeah, everything in this game looks really, really cool. They designed it really well. When you defeat certain types of monsters, you get outfits kind of made out of the monster, and it looks cool, man. Like, it's just, like you defeat this huge thing, and now you're wearing its scales on your back, and it's, I mean, there's so many customizable options with this game. Like, on top of just different gear, there's different I'm going to call them slots for the gear that you put modifiers in. So depending on who you're fighting, you can modify your gear to kind of tailor towards the monster you're facing.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that's the customization there is almost unlimited.
It was so cool. When you first jump out Ramsgate, you land there and you're kind of, so the first thing I do is I land and then I run through the entire thing.
Yeah,
right?
just check out the entire area.
I want to see what's all here. What do I have access to? And there are shops set up. But when you go to the shops at the very beginning, there's nothing there.
I know. I was like, oh man, nobody.
Going on?
I can't talk to anybody.
I thought, well,
I was like, Anthem again. Oh my god.
I thought, well, okay, early access, right? I'll let it go. But that's not the case. The more you play, all of a sudden, then they start to slowly introduce you to all these shops. Then you start to feel a sense of a lore within the world, a story building kind of going on, and why these monsters are starting to show up out of nowhere and what the purpose is of that. So it starts to slowly introduce you to the world. And I thought that was cool, allowing you then to access your mods, to modify your gear, your weapons and such, right? I thought the way they introduced all that, almost like a tutorial sense.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Well done.
They walk you through it every step of the way because there's a lot of people to talk to in Ramsgate. There are plenty of vendors. There's lots of things to do when it comes to crafting and finding quests and all this other stuff. But they really do. You get a quest from somebody, and the quest is to craft something with that person. So at the point, you may not have known you collected the things you've needed, but through the first couple hunts, they kind of default make sure that you get what you need so you can complete these quests. So like you said, it is a tutorial, but they walk you through it enough that it's not like they're holding your hand, but they're showing you, okay, this is what this guy's gonna do. All right, now you're gonna go to this keeper, shopkeep, and this is what they do for you. And then, you know, later on in the game, then you just know where you're going all the time. It's not like you're guessing, you know what I mean? There was enough direction there that you don't feel like you're getting in this place and you're lost.
Well, it didn't take me that long to figure out in Ramsgate where I was heading. That sense of direction. At the start, you always go, okay, this is the new map, where am I going, right? By the time you're into the third, fourth, sixth tier of where you're kind of going to craft all these things, you start to get that lay of the land. And then you get familiar with some of these characters and all that stuff. And I thought the way the characters were designed and introduced was just incredible.
Oh yeah, no, this game's got some serious potential because it is going to be a live service game. I'm really looking forward to seeing what kind of updates come to this game, whether, you know, we're talking about different monsters, different styles of fights, you know, the weapons in this game, everything. There's just so much. It's a lot to take in, but it's exciting to see something with as much potential as this, you know, backed by such a large, you know,
epic.
That's
all we need to say, right?
When they get their hands in the cookie jar, they can help out big time, right? I mean,
absolutely.
You can see a lot of things in this game that we see in other games that Epic, at least, you know.
Yeah, it can help elevate, right?
Exactly.
Phoenix Labs, I think, has a great foundation of what Dauntless is, and they give across the core concept of what you're going to be doing within the game. How they portray that longevity of the game is yet to be seen. They've been up for a while on PC now, though, and it's been going strong. And they've started to build that community. And now that we're on consoles and stuff, right, they've really drawn me in. And then the ability then to link between my console and my PC allows me to carry that progression back and forth, which is fantastic. So if you're on PC, I can go to the Xbox or vice versa, right? So it's awesome. It's incredible. I did have some jankiness in Ramsgate.
It's not all good.
Which was the weirdest problem because that is a solid kind of intricate world of everything is laid there, nothing's moving around except for the player themselves. Where if you go off into the boss fight, you're fighting your monster. I had no issues whatsoever.
No, I had no frame rate issues at all. But yeah, when I was in Ramsgate, because I play on an original Xbox One. I know you have the S, so I was asking you if it was just happening to me or is happening to you. So I mean, as bad as it sounds, I felt good that it wasn't just me that was having those problems. So it's something I know at least they can work on fixing if it is an issue. And I don't know if it has something to do just with the fact that it's going to be a huge server, because it looks like there's going to be lots of people in Ramsgate once the
I hope
it lifts up. Because I only ran into maybe 4 or 5 different people. Didn't seem like there was any squads of people running around yet. But it's one of those things that on console, once the full release comes, I think we're going to see this community, really bloom.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to talking more with Phoenix Labs about this game.
Oh yeah,
this game is incredible. I had a ton of fun playing.
I'm excited to play some more.
I can't wait to jump back in. And as I said, the new Hunt Pass is about to launch.
Yep.
I'm picking that up for sure.
That one
yeah. So we'll be squadding up. We will be coming back to Dauntless in a few months. Kind of give you an update of where the game lies versus now, where it's just launching on consoles. Corey, if you're gonna rate Dauntless right now, what are you scoring it?
Well, I've been thinking about this one because I've had a lot of fun playing it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep my Fortnite roots out of this one, but there's so many similarities that makes this game feel comfortable for me right off the bat. I gotta give this one an 8.5.
That's awesome. I'm not a Fortnite guy myself, but the art style I've always been attracted to. So when Dauntless had this cartoonish like style, man, I was instantly hooked. And then you add the lore, the monsters, and each monster is so different than the last one, and the way you're supposed to go about fighting them and dodging and all that kind of stuff. I'm right there with you. 8.5. Coming from PC to console now allows all you Slayers to join in the battle. Dauntless has a friendly art style and gameplay that is appealing to everyone. We were instantly hooked with so much to craft and all the different behemoths to fight. There is always something new to keep Dauntless interesting.